Welcome back, Rankers. You having a good week? It looks like spring is finally here. I don't know if you can see it out through the front door out there, but it's getting close. It's warming up. No more frost. Yay! I want to read you this email because this is awesome. This is from Mike, SEO. Hi, Jim Stewart. How are you? I hope everything would be fine. I feel immense pleasure to having a contact with you. Actually, I'm blogger and also writing for few high-quality sites, so would like to give you review. Do following links, blog post on following sites. Sounds awesome. And this is Mike SEO on LinkedIn. He's hit me up on LinkedIn, and he works in the United States for the United SEO Group, and he finished working there in 2002. So it seems legit. I think I'll buy a bunch of those. Incidentally, I had another local SEO company who contacted us during the week wanting to sell us links as well. And we said, oh, we'd be very interested. And I'll be finding out exactly what sites they're selling links to. But yeah, don't go around buying backlinks. It'll end in tears, seriously. Okay, now that isn't to say that you don't need backlinks. You do. And this is just one situation in which you do. So an old mate, Yvonne Adele, asked me to have a look at this site and during the week. And this is for a mate of hers. It's YV Projects, Yarra Valley Projects. And she said, for some reason, it's not on the index. And it's not. Like you go and do SITE, colon, bang, and there's nothing there. Not even the wwws. You go and have a look at Majestic SEO and have a look at the backlinks, and there are none, no backlinks whatsoever that Majestic SEO can find. Now it is I think a fairly new site, but the fact that it's nothing indexed, you go, ooh, maybe there's a problem. So the first thing I do in this situation is that if you have got a new site and you're not getting any Google love at all, there's nothing in the index. The first thing I'm going to go and do is check your robots.txt just to make sure that developer hasn't, blocked Google from it, because quite often it can be something as simple as that. And it's just, the site gets pushed live, the web developer forgets that they actually had a robot.txt on it, blocking the search engines from getting to it. Not the case in this situation. You can see here's a robots.txt, and it's just saying search engines don't go to that path there. Okay, so that's not blocking the site. That's not blocking Google from the site. So then I'm going to have a look and see if there's a no index tag on the homepage. Maybe I've seen that happen as well. Similar reasons. A web developer might put that no index tag on the site whilst they're building the site, and then forget to take it off once the site's live. That's fine here. There is no. Last time I looked, there was no robots meta, and there's still no robots meta. So it's not that. And what I can see here though is that it is a WordPress site. So we've got WordPress, plugins and paths and those sorts of things. What doesn't seem to be installed here though, by looking at the code, but I can't see, is Yoast. So what you want to do is you want to get Yoast installed, get a sitemap organized, and just get some basic backlinks. So like you don't need a lot. Like if you're in the Yarra Valley, go and sponsor the local footy team. If you already are sponsoring the local footy team, get a backlink from them. Yellow Pages, True Local, any of those old local directories, that's a good start to get listed in. You want to at least do that. Maybe get on Womo as well. There's another one for you. There's a whole bunch of ones you can do, but as a start, get that ball rolling. But right now, I don't think you have any backlinks. So Google probably doesn't know that you exist because you don't have a Google sitemap set up as well. Certainly not at the usual spots that you would find a Google sitemap on a WordPress site. So typically that's going to be something like either sitemap.xml because you don't have Yoast set up. If you've got Yoast set up, it's probably going to be something like sitemap_index.xml. And these have to be submitted to Google through the Google Search Console. So we don't have any of those passed, so I'm assuming there's no sitemap there. And the reason that's a problem is the sitemap is what tells Google about your site. It's the quickest way to get Google to come to your site is to submit a sitemap. And then if it's taking a little bit longer, you can actually get Google to fetch things as well. So if we're going to have a look at, say, here's a sitemap we've prepared earlier, you can actually go into these sitemaps and just click. So you'll see there will be several sitemaps. So you can see here there's one being submitted by me, and that's the only one that's been submitted here. I can now click into that, and with this particular site, you can see here there's a warning, and I've alerted the client I can't change things on this site. It's a corporate site, so they have their own developers that do that. But I have told them about this warning. And the reason that if you do get a warning in your sitemaps area, or you get some sort of error in your sitemaps area, fix it. Just get it fixed as quickly as you possibly can. Look at this around, I don't know, once a fortnight unless you've got problems. Then I'd be, at the moment for this client, I'm looking at it every day. Because you can see here, we made a change here on the 22nd of July. You can see there's a distinct drop in pages index. And the reason for that is that we removed, we made the URLs a lot more search engine friendly. So this site now has much better URLs. It's going to add to their ranking. It's going to be better SEO for them. When you do that, Google's going to take some time to re-index and re-crawl everything. And you can see here it went really low quickly, and it's been very, very slow to come back up. It's taken, well, not quite a month, but we're getting close to a month. So 3 weeks it's taken just to get up to that point. And the reason for that, I believe, and I've seen this happen again, although I've never read anything where Google or say Ballers or any of the other big ones out there will tell you this, but certainly I found when there is something that is slow to index, or the sitemap has, you might see, oh, you've got 30 pages in your sitemap, but Google's only indexed 10. In my experience, that usually is a symptom of another problem. And in this case, I think it's some of the sitemaps that we've got. You can see here we've got one warning here. We've got a couple of other sitemaps that don't have any warnings in them, but I don't like what the sitemaps have in them for this particular client. And there'll be things like the login page for this client. It'll be things like thank you pages, things that you do not want in the sitemap. Anything that you don't want Google to find, you do not want in your sitemap. And certainly for the login, Google doesn't need to go to the login. And for this particular client, what's happening with their login page, it's generating a session ID, if you like. And so what's happening in that is that every time Google goes back to it, it's getting a different URL for that login. So we're getting lots and lots of URLs that Google's basically can't do anything with in the sitemap. So I think that's why there is if you like, a sitemap budget that Google will allocate to every site that it crawls. And I think in this case, it's wasting a lot of that budget crawling things again and again that we actually don't want it to. So the rule of thumb here is that if you have problems in your sitemap, get them fixed straight away. If it's a brand new site and it's not being indexed, do the sitemap obviously, but just go out and get a few local backlinks, share it on social media, get some social media accounts, get a Twitter account, get a Facebook account, get a Instagram account, get all of these things. Now, I know a lot of them, the backlinks are no follow. That doesn't mean that Google actually no follows. That can actually mean that Google actually follows. You just need to be seen to be out there, getting it out there, getting other ways for the search engines and other machines and other people to find your site. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.